What's good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy Chaos here, your coach of the Detroit Red Wingulls, and we are here for our Week 3 matchup versus Clockwork and the KC Torrent. So you might have noticed a few things about this video just in general already from the beginning. So a little bit of housekeeping rules. We did make a few trades in the last week. I got rid of Porygon 2 and I got rid of Lucario. And I picked up Hitmonchan, Registeel, and Munchlax for the remainder of my points. We added Munchlax to the team as a Terra captain with Terra Normal, Terra Ghost, and Terra Poison. So that is a new change to the team. You also might have noticed on the thumbnail it says 1-1. Our record is 1-1. Last week we did happen to lose our match in the video sense, but we found out in post that Terra Fairy on Mismagius was actually illegal. The Terras were Electric, Fighting, and Ghost for Mismagius, so Terra Fairy was literally the only way that it killed Roaring Moon, so Roaring Moon would have won that fight anyway, so we played that fight well. We should have won with a 2-0. We get a 3-0 victory for differential because of the invalid use of that play, so we are 1-1 right now, sitting pretty in the top half of the bracket, so that's really nice for us because differential is very important right now for us, and that's great. But you've heard enough of that. If you want to skip forward to the video where the battle happens, I have a link on the screen. Please feel free to do it. But you should stay and watch the team builder because it helps you know what we're doing. We're starting off this week with Mad Eye Mooney again, or Roaring Moon. I have a different set, so I've been running Booster Energy to boost our Photosynthesis. But I decided to do something a little different this week because I know that Roaring Moon most weeks wants to either invest in one way or another, and we need it to really do two things this week and get both an attack and a speed boost. So I'm running Scale Shot this week on this Pokemon to boost my speed stat, and I have a Photosynthesis that can be procced by Sun. I'm bringing some Sun on this team so we can run Photosynthesis Sun. Roaring Moon should be able to beat the Great Tusk at +1 if it's 65% or less. We have other counters for that, so I'm not really worried about it. It should beat Ogerpon as long as it's not Play Rough at +1. It can beat Goodra at +1. It beats Overquill at +1. It beats Thundurus at +1 as long as there's rocks on the field. It can beat Farigarath sometimes. Mesprit, depending on the variant. Volcarona at +1 with rocks. Fracture and Choice Scarf Fracture, because this team expects to I expect Choice Scarf Fracture if that's going to be brought. And the team that Clockwork has is Great Tusk, Ogerpon Water Form, Goodra Hisui, Overquill, Comfey, Talonflame, Thundurus Therian, Farigarath, Mesprit, Volcanion, Fracture, and Regirock with Terra Normal, Fairy, and Water on Farigarath, Dragon, Steel, and Stellar on Fracture, and Rock, Grass, Ghost on Regirock. So that is his team. I'm expecting the Great Tusk, mostly for anti-hazards. I have a pretty solid hazard team, so I expect to see anti-hazards. I expect Ogerpon, because that's just a really good matchup for my team. Ivy Krugel is such a busted move, so that's going to be coming. I kind of expect Talonflame. I have a lot of physical attackers, so I'm expecting maybe Flame Body Talonflame this week as a kind of a deterrent. Definitely expect Comfey. That's one of its best ways to deal with my Roaring Moon. So we need to make sure that thing's gone before Roaring Moon hits the field, because I think we do live a Draining Kiss. We do not live it well, and we don't really have a good way to hit it back. So we need to make sure that Comfey is gonzo before I proc Roaring Moon onto the field. The good part about this week is since I'm not running Booster Energy, I don't have to wait to bring Roaring Moon in. I can bring Roaring Moon in earlier and kind of bait some things and get some switches and maybe do some chips with Roaring Moon before I even do anything else. So it doesn't have to be something that stays in the back the entire time, although it is my win con for this week. Up next, I mentioned rocks, so of course we got to bring Kleavor. I just feel like this is a really good matchup this week. Choice Scarf worked well last week, was really good in my mock battles too, so I thought it was just a good thing to bring. I'm running X-Scissor, Stone Axe, Air Slash, and U-Turn. You're like, Air Slash at 45 special attack with a minus special attack nature? Yeah, Great Tusk, I need to do something to Great Tusk, so even if I can outspeed it and flinch a little bit, that's what we're here for. Kleavor probably doesn't click that ever, but it's there in case I need it. Stone Axe and X-Scissor for stab, and then U-Turn for pivot. Obviously, I have a Scarf, so I want to be able to get in and out if I need to. Max attack, max speed, adamant nature, a little bit defense investment. I'm running Smiley again this week. Ice Terror is just really good, specifically for like Great Tusk, Hisuian, Goodra, and Thundurus. So I think those are going to be good options here, because Thunderous does wall us with Volt Absorb this week, so I cannot click a willy-nilly electric moves because there is the potential for Volt Absorb to shut me down. I'm running Expert Belt to do a little bit more damage. We're modest, max attack, and max speed. A little bit of special defense advancement because we need a little bit of speed to deal with some of the Pokemon on this team. Honestly, we're hitting 399. Nothing outspeeds 399, but I do have it this way in case there's like a slower Mon with a Choice Scarf. You know, you never know what Farigiraf might do. I've heard of Choice Scarf Farigiraf with Terra Fairy or something like that being the case, so we have to think about some of those things too, and I really didn't need to invest in any other stats, so that's the play. I think I went through the moveset already, so cool. We'll move on. I didn't mention what Cleavor does. Cleavor's my main counter for Ogerpon. Scarfed Cleavor 100% knocks out Ogerpon. It also deals with Thunderous Therian, and it beats any form of Mesprit that wants to come, so it's pretty valuable. It's also a good way to beat Scarf Fracture as long as it's not Steel Terra. Electrode, its main purpose is Great Tusk this week. If it wants to hit me, it can get staticked, because you can static ground type Pokemon, which is really cool, and I really want to do that, but also I do have ice moves there for that too. It can be Talonflame with rocks, it can be Thunderous Therian with boots, it can be Volcanion, and then Fracture with no Steel. So good Pokemon to do some wall breaking, not really going to be a pivotal part of the team this week, but Smiley can do some work. Alright, now that I remember how to do this, we can keep moving. I got Unburdened Driftblim. Again, this week I'm running Weakness Policy to take advantage of that. I know we ran out last week and we kind of procced it prematurely. This week is kind of a similar thing. It's not meant to really be an annoying offensive Mon, but Weakness Policy proc does really help us in a specific scenario, which is against Great Tusk. Great Tusk knockoff could not, as we saw last week, knockoff doesn't knock off Weakness Policy, it actually procs it. So we proc Weakness Policy, we're unburdened, then we're faster than it, as long as it's not like a Scarf variant or have a booster energy for speed. From the battles we've seen Clock do, I haven't seen any speedy Great Tusk. It's more offensive, so I think we're okay. It has to be booster energy Great Tusk for Drifblim to be slower. Even if that's the case, we have something like flinching on Cleavor. That's the issue to do that too. Running Sunny Day, Air Slash, Knockoff, and Strength Sap. As I mentioned, we are running Sunny Day this week to get Photosynthesis. So Hindenburg is a good switch in for pre-switch in for Mad Eye Mooney to get in. I have Sunny Day to set up there. I have Knockoff for a little bit of utility. I'm not running Ghost Stab, which is kind of sucky, but you know, I want Strength Sap. That's another way for us to deal with Great Tusk. If it's a bulkier variant, that's a good option for us to do that too. I have Knockoff to get rid of some items on some other things that might we have to deal with. So it's good to deal with some of the physical walls too. It can beat Regirock with some Knockoff too and limit it with Strength Sap. So that's a pretty good matchup, but it's a perfect, as far as I can tell, it's a perfect counter for a Great Tusk at this point, and that's why it's here. Other things it might want to do, it might want to beat Farigiraf if it's boosted. It definitely can deal with Fracture, and can maybe take on Regirock if I need it to. So that's the plan this week. I have our new addition Hitmonchan this week, running Assault Vest and Iron Fist. I'm running Drain Punch, Bullet Punch, Rapid Spin, and Earthquake. Bullet Punch really there for Comfey. We have a good matchup to deal with Comfey. I do have to expect its Draining Kiss Triage. That's really the best thing it's got for me. So I'm really expecting that, but Bullet Punch can maybe chip away at something that maybe this is a switch in a Revenge Killer, so we have that option too. Hitmonchan running Max Attack. Not quite max HP, 248, so almost max HP and a little bit more in special defense that helps us live. Some hits a little bit better from Comfey and the like, so that's good. This is my main counter for Hisuian Goodra. I do expect it to be running pretty bulky, but it can't really hurt us for a lot of damage, and I can Drain Punch most of that back. Gooey could be an option to deal with this, but I also have Rapid Spin for anti-hazards, because I know that some rocks could happen with Regirock and like Great Tusk, but that's a way to get rid of it, and also a good counter for those two Pokemon too. So we're gonna do some work with Hitmonchan this week. Hopefully, I really like using Hitmonchan. But it's really here for Goodra. It can deal with Volcanion too. It did win a Volcanion 101. The Assault Vest is a really good surprise factor if they're not expecting Assault Vest, because you would just expect to click Hydro Pump or Steam Eruption, most likely Stream Eruption, and one-shot it. Doesn't work. Doesn't even do half. So we can take a little bit of hit there. And my last but not least, we're bringing Munchlax. We're bringing the lowest Pokemon we can. Munchlax unfortunately got nerfed this generation, doesn't have Explosion, which I really wanted to run this week. But we are running Earthquake, Rock-Slide, Body Slam, Sunny Day. It's running a little bit more of an offensive variant, so I am max attack, a little bit of investment in defense and special defense this week to try to take advantage of some of our matchups here. It's got enough natural bulk, especially with Eviolite, and as long as we don't get knocked off, we should be good. Thick Fat's a good counter for like things like Volcanion. So really, this could be a fun option this week. Munchlax is really here to deal with some other options we don't have. We didn't have a really good answer for Overquill, so this is my best bet. That's why we're also running Impish Nature, which is fence over special attack, so we can eat that hit a little bit better and threaten with Earthquake. So that's my main counter there. It deals with Talonflame, Thunderous, can deal with a few other things, deals with Volcarona, maybe even deals with Great Tusk if I paralyze it. It could be a nice utility mon. This is another way for me to get set up Sun. So I have two options for Sun, which is the plan. I'm hoping that one of them works, because if I don't get the boost, that kind of makes Roaring Moon not that great because I need the +1. But I can still do a lot of damage depending on how weakened things are. So that's what I expect. I'm not too worried about Sun, especially with Great Tusk. I expect that to be long gone before we have to worry about it. And even if it is max speed or max defense and we have the Sun set up for it, as long as Roaring Moon's in, we still win that fight. Now, if it's max defense, if it's boosted defense or something like that, we just have to hope we chipped it enough, which hopefully is the job of everyone else. So really relying on a lot of chip and Mooney to sweep. Ideally, we get like a 4-0 win this week with Mooney taking 4 or 5 of the kills, because I really needed it to get working, because it's not been doing its job the last couple weeks. Well, it would have worked last week. It just only really fought 2 months, so we needed to do some more work this week. So that's the plan. I will see you guys when the battle is ready, when we face Clock. So see you in a moment. All right, everybody, we're back. I don't remember to turn the battle timer off. So pretty accurate to what we expected. Great Tusk over Pawn. Talonflame's not here in favor of what? Of Regirock? Was I not expecting? I see. I thought Regirock could come. No, Overquill's great, which means Munchlax is not that usable. I think we lead Woodsman just to do the lead things. I need to get rocks up fast. So that's kind of the idea. Let me just do the good luck, have fun. So what do we expect to see here? I kind of expect lead, I really kind of expect lead, it's either going to be lead Thunder, or maybe he goes lead Reggie. He might go lead Reggie. It's honestly probably lead Reggie. If we see lead Reggie, we switch out. Hitmonchan is really useful still, so Munchlax can go down early, so that's probably our switch in. If it is Regirock. I could also predict and go into, I mean, Hitmonchan is literally built to take on Regirock, so we probably should do that. But if it is Explosion, because I've seen Explosion off this set before, we might want to go Hitmonchan just to be, we might want to go Drifblim. So I'll have to make that choice pretty early on. So we might have a really interesting turn 1, but I do need to get rocks up as soon as possible. That is the plan. So we click Woodsman and hope it's a good match. What's the lead? Regirock? It is Regirock. Alright, so Scarf doesn't outspeed me. I can chip to see what we got. That's probably our best play. I don't want to take a body stress, and I don't. So this is exactly what I thought we'd be at, right? I can stay in and set up rocks. I can also see what Regirock max stealth rocks. Let me see what explosion max does 84. Stealth rocks for free. It would hurt Hindenburg. I don't want to proc Hindenburg yet. I think that's the best play. But does he really want to click explosion this fast again? I know it's a mistake. And I think our best bet is still going Hitmonchan. Can I survive? I need to get, if he kills Regirock, that's best case scenario for me. So we just hard switch to Hitmonchan. Protects, okay. Reading that like a book. All right, what's he want to do here? So he probably wants to switch into Thunderous. Maybe even into the Comfey. What's the Comfey? I wonder what the Comfey calc is. Let me just look. Draining Kiss would be priority. Earthquake is doing the most. Bullet Punch is not bad. Drain Punch is doing literally nothing. So we can run the stall on Comfey. I think that might be the option. He could also... He wanted to see what I was going to do. That's what he wanted to see. So he sees the switch. He probably switches here. He probably switches here. My gut would say into Comfey. Which no one really wants to come in on. Can Munch can kind of do that fight. Munch can probably do that fight pretty well. What do we lose if he stays in though and just rocks? That's a problem. I can rapid spin. Am I expecting him to be faster? He could be faster. It's likely that he's not. Man. I mean, this is a tough team for us, but if we get the right plays, then we're good. That's the thing. Just gotta get a few really good plays, and I click Roaring Moon buttons. So he probably wants to get rocks, would be my guess. I'm gonna neutral ground. Do I neutral drain punch though? I feel like that's a good option. I feel like that's a solid option. But I really want to make a predict. What's the word? If he gets rocks up, I gotta just get Hitmonchan back in. Which I think I can, right? I can get Hitmonchan in pretty easily. Body press is gonna hurt. But I think we just gotta click Drain Punch here. Good read. Good play. Body press does half. It does 53 to 57, which is range. So Body Press is a 2-hit KO. Drain Punch, I heal 21%. So I can live another one if I'm lucky. Or we can predict go Hindenburg. I kind of want to save Hitmonchan right now. Let's predict go Hindenburg. Nice. Okay, that's what I want to see. All right, we knock off. We clean knockoff. Do we think about this? Whatever's coming in, it's gonna have to take the knockoff. So that's really good. It's probably Great Tusk, which is fine. But we're gonna get rid of these leftovers. If you want to Stone Edge me, that's fine. I want to save Hitmonchan as best I can. I need it. I really need it for Goudreau. That was part of the mocks that was an issue with it. Part of the mocks that was a problem is I got rid of Hitmonchan too early. I really need to keep it around because even with Bullet Punch, it does a lot. All right, there's no leftovers. That's going to be Rock Tomb for speed control. Okay, but you proc weakness. All right, this Regirock's a bit of an annoyance. Let me see my Drift Bloom set. Drift. This is Regirock, Rock type. He's not doing Stone. He has Rock Tomb. He's got Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is doing 35 to, 33 to 35. I'm now +2 on Burden proc, but I am lowered speed. -1, that's +2. So I can go for flinches. I can also switch. We need to now Smiley to deal with the so what if he's speed? If he's speedy 252, I think safe play is click Strength Sap, see what happens. All right, he wants to see what happens. So we got rid of leftovers, which means he's not healing. Strength Sap could be interesting. I think that we showed Strength Sap. I don't think he stays in. I think he wants to go into Thunderous. I'm gonna eat one. Let's knock off. Let's predict the switch into Thunderous. Or that's actually huge. That's huge. No lefties. We said no lefties today. All right, Strength Sap will do a little bit. This is Goudreau. I kind of want to just run it We have lefties, defensive wall, lefties, no lefties now. He's not anything. Even if I max, that did 30%, so he's not defensively invested. He's specially defensive. He's more likely specially defensive. That only does 30%. Oh, I'm plus 2. He's not even, he's offensive. He's got to be offensive Gudra. Because I hit for 30% even. I got a high roll. I hit the 92 of 93, yeah, max 93. So he is stupid invested in offense. He could be physical, so let's strength sap. He's sap sipper. He's sap sipper Gudra. All right, so if he's invested specially, if he's attack, these are gonna hurt. He does KO with Draco, but he has to click Draco here. He has no item. Knockoff is still doing the most, unfortunately. Because of the stats. I can go for a flinch. I can set up Sunny Day. But Gudra, how is Gudra ranged right now? Hisui, do we have a spec set? Let me just calc a spec set, get rid of, and then get rid of the item. Draco could kill. Most times, we saw from damage. We gotta get information on this. We saw from damage that he has to be not invested in HP or defense. So this is no defense, no or HP Gudra. So he has to be offensive. He's probably speed and attack maxed, maybe a little bit in one of the other two. But modest speed, no HP, no defense. He might be HP invested. But even now, he is in range for a loaded dice scale shot hit. So I'm not too worried about that. The question is, what does he click here? And do I want to just let this thing die? Has it done its job? It kind of has done its job. Which is fine. But what do I bring in? The Roaring Moon? I can bring in Roaring Moon right now. And just click it. And just do some work. Which I think is not terrible. But I don't think we can't bring in Roaring Moon willy-nilly. So, do I want to take 15? So with scale shot, that's 4 hits is 63%. I really need to chip it a little bit more. I can go for a flinch here. I kind of want to click Air Slash again. I kind of want to click Knockoff in case it's a switch out. But I feel like he's like running Ice Beam or something. I think we have to sack here. Maybe go for some flinchies. Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam is your answer. Alright. So Heavy Slam is 29 to 83. We can click Air Slash again. Is there any other option here? So Drift Limb really was a great Tusk counter. We have Electrode for that, and if it's not speed invested, we still have we still have Cleavor even if it is speed invested to Air Slash it a little bit, so we can get some chip on it. Realistically, that's the fight we want to deal with right now, even though it's not the fight in front of us. Great Tusk offensive utility. If we're Protosynthesis into speed, that's doing a lot to Roaring Moon. But I gotta somehow get a scale shot off to be +1 speed, and then I'm faster. And if I have Sun activated, I need to have him at least at least half. So we have to really do some work on that right now. This could be really good. We're seeing Heavy Slam. Maybe this is Hitmonchan again. Maybe this is Hitmonchan. Maybe we forgo Gudra. Let me see what Gudra's got. Gudra Hisui, we run specs, take off specs. Calc for no item because we got rid of it. The drop in both of those leftovers was massive. Drain Punch does KO. If he's running Draco is enough to kill most times. So he has to click Draco though. And he might now. What's the law? If I lose, what's this gonna come back in and do? Maybe some strength saps, but it's really not gonna do too much. So do I let this go? That's the big question here. Do I let this go right now? Do I let it go or do I try to conserve it? Losing Hitmonchan would be worse, so I think we just Air Slash again. Maybe get a flinch or two. I like how, wow. He really thought the Hitmonchan switch was there. Alright, so obviously I showed this is going to stay in. He could switch here. That is, if I crit, it's a KO. If I crit at 40%, that's the question. If I crit at 40%, it's an 87% chance to KO. Or I can go for flinch. Or I can go for flinch at another 15-ish percent. Which then puts it almost in knockoff range. If I get a flinch, that's huge. If I get a flinch, that's huge. But knockoff would put it in... Does that put it in B-punch range? B-punch is... I'm faster anyway, so it doesn't really matter. What's a Hitmonchan +1 looking like? Rapid spin is 8, is 7. I think we have to go for the flinch. He's going to protect. Okay. I think I kind of want to swap it here to click knockoff. So the good part is we know he's not good. We know he's not gooey. Shell armor is probably not important. So he's probably Sap Sipper. So there's no reason. Strength Sap would be stupid. It's not meant to do that. If I flinch him now, that's great. I could also Terra. What happens if I Terra? I can't. I need to save. I have to save Terra. I kind of want to know what would happen. So for shoots and giggles, it's 20%. Gets an extra 5% on it. So we're looking 16 to 20%, which would not kill, but. He's probably looking. He might be looking at a switch, so this could be back into Regirock. I could big brain play it, and go back into Strength Sap. But this also could be the Comfey coming in. I kind of want to click knockoff in case it is. We lose nothing by clicking knockoff here. I got a 20, didn't kill. That's dead. All right, dead. Sweet. All right, now it's back. Do we go back into Hitmonchan or can we rocks here? Is this an opportunity for rocks? Goodra, Hisui, offensive. Give me the spec set. Is this an opportunity for Stone Axe? Stone Axe is 25%. It would KO. We need to get rocks up. This is a rocks opportunity and we're going to take it. Big time rocks opportunity. I don't really like this play, but I'm doing it because rocks is huge. He's going to see the rocks. That's fine. Nothing resist it. It's just into Regirock, which is big, massive. Got rocks on the field. All right, that's huge. Goodra is stupid weak, so we don't need it for that. What's Munch else used for? Munch is for Overquill, Talonflame, Great Tusk if it's paralyzed, but it's got to be paralyzed. All your weaknesses are gone. You probably see the KO with Body Press, and you probably click that right now. That would be my guess. Did we determine that we're faster? We are. We are faster. Alright. The question then becomes, how do I deal with Comfey? I might just have to let Hitmonchan go. And this could be a Voltorb switch in. But then I have to deal with Thundurus. Okay, that's fine. Chan is still good here. Body Press on... What does Body Press do to Smiley? Regirock. Rock. I gotta figure out how to type all of this. Body Press is doing 65%. I'm not Terra. Energy Ball KOs. Guaranteed. Unless he's max. And if he's max, we still KO. So Smiley would be pressure right now. I can preserve until later. How are we dealing against Regirock? We should figure out what kind of rock this is. Body Press is a straight one-shot. I need it to be at least 30%. I want to click Stone Axe again. I really do. But I do not think that's the option. Because he easily could go for his own rocks here. And Stone Edge... Body Press is half. Stone Edge is a lot. What is the Regirock? So let's take a look at our calcs here. So we saw Drain Punch did 30% from rock. What did I calc here from Regirock? Regirock. It's good to know the sets. It's good to play slow. That isn't accurate for max defense. He might not be fully defense invested, though. He has to be fully defense invested, and he has to be a defense boosting nature. So we had to get the lowest possible roll ever on Regirock there for the 30%. So he is max defense, max HP. So Reggie is max HP and defense boosted nature. That's good to know. Good to take the information as we see it. So if we're max, let's look at Cleavor again. Max, the simple set Impish. I'm gonna just assume that is Stoneaxe is doing 26 to 31, which is what we saw 23. Oh, what? How do we get 23? I'm confused. How did we hit for 23? Because that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to hit for 23. Because the lowest I can do with Stoneaxe is... Okay, never mind. I'm looking at X sensor. Stoneaxe would be 21 to 25%, which could be nice for damage, but it's not really worth me taking that hit. If he clicks Body Press, we're screwed. If he clicks the other move, then we have a shot to do some damage here, and I think that's a worthwhile take. Hitmonchan can do a little bit against Confe, but I think Mad Max is the play, so let's do the switch. See the Body Press? Okay, he KOs. Good KO. Alright, kills that. This is easy to Smiling. Alright. So hear me out. We can big boy play this. This is where we wall break a bit. Electrode into Thundurus. This Thundurus is definitely the switch in here, or it's actually Goodra's the switch in here. Into Thundurus, Thunderbolt does that. It does 27 with that. Goodra is sitting on 20%. It's definitely coming in Goodra here. It's definitely Goodra. It's definitely Goodra. There's no shot it's not. Thunderbolt is doing 13. It's a two shot if I Thunderbolt. I have to Thunderbolt here. I lose nothing by Volt Absorbing. I lose nothing. I lose nothing by proccing Volt Absorb. I think I so bad want to make the big decision. But if I mess this... What? Hold on. He can't kill me. And Thunderbolt is a good range. Let's just run Thunderbolt. It's a two-shot. You gotta click it. Protect. He's scouting. Dude, I hate when people scout. It's the worst thing ever. So he saw the Thunderbolt. He probably wants to do the switch out now. That's why I didn't want to do it too. I remembered that last second. I don't know what your other move is. It might be Explosion here, which is big. He might click it. I really want to click Energy Ball. Sap Sipper does what to Goodra? Sap Sipper boosts his attack stat. Yeah. Let me just run that calc real quick in my head. That's the thing. That's the problem right now with Electrode. Goodra, Hisui. What's Sap Sipper do? Sap Sipper gains the attack stat if he comes in, which means I have to switch out, and he's gonna hit me for a lot of damage, which is not good. That's probably the worst play. If he blows up in my face, if he explosions, I think I die. That's probably his last move, and it is a KO. It is a KO. Even if I'm Terra Ice? Yeah, definitely if I'm Terra Ice. Okay, let's see what the worst thing option, what happens. +1 here. Let's max it out. Thunderbolt's still a KO next turn. Yeah. He's 20%. He takes rocks damage too. I lose nothing by strength energy balling here. We gotta click it. Oh, Reed! Yes! He was gonna explode. Alright, good play, good play, good play. Alright, we're on the board. That's a big kill. That's a big kill. Alright. Do I want to show Terra Ice? Do I want to show Terra Ice? That's a question. That is a good question. What is Thunderous doing? That's Prankster Thunderous. That's not the right one. I need Thunderous Therian. Choice is doing the max he can do right now is like 20 something percent. If I click Ice Terra, I KO. Definitely within range. I don't think I lose anything by showing Ice Terra here, so we click it. If he's Scarf, there's a difference. Choice Scarf. Terra Blast is gonna do half. But realistically, what do you want to click on me? What does Thunderous want to click right now? That's a good question. What is he clicking? If he's Scarf, what is he clicking? He's clicking Defog. He's clicking Defog. Yeah. He's definitely clicking Defog. If he thinks he's faster. And he might think he's faster. Based on damage. But really his best option to hit me would be like Crunch on the physical side. Which isn't bad. Do you have a stat? You have flying stat. He does have acro. So I need to Terra here. I think we Terra Ice. That's dumb to do anything else. We Terra Ice. Yeah, just click it. He is faster. He does show Terra. He is Scarfed. That's Scarf. Thundo. Scarf Thundo. Alright, this is a big play for him. It's probably into Gudra. It is into Gudra, which takes 14 and then dies to Ice. Alright, good sack, good sack. Good momentum for you. Good 2 kills, Electro, pop off, son. Yeah, that Reggie was a big play because he was clicking Explosion, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind he was clicking Explosion. Which is really good that we baited the Thunderbolt. It's really good we baited the Thunderbolt. He was probably expecting me to click Thunderbolt again. But I've shown that I'm a little bit resilient with my play clicking, so that's good. What's going on Discord? Why do I have a ping? I'm just curious. I know I probably shouldn't be looking at this, but I want to know what's going on here. In case there's any issues. Did he disconnect? No, I'm getting a DM. Oh, cool. He's back into Thundo again? He's gonna keep Volt switching. That's okay. Alright, so Thundo Therian Scarf is 451, which does outspeed Cleavor, I think. Yeah, it does outspeed Cleavor, but he can't really do damage to me. I can switch into Cleavor here. I can switch into Max. Honestly, nothing really wants to switch into HP to Hidden Power Ice, besides Comfey. So you might have done your work here. Comfey would be the only thing, and it's not wanting to deal with Electrode too much. So I think I just click Terra Blast and don't worry about it. He's obviously Scarf. It's chunking for 25%. That's also a calc we should do. Thunderous, Therian, Pivot, Volt Switch. We want U-Turn. We want U/turn. There's Comfey. That's what we expected. No boots, which is huge. 40%. Not defensive at all. Thundo U-turn is doing 25, so he's definitely... How is it doing 25? I'm Ice. So he is just a regular... he's a regular set. Max special, max speed. Definitely speed invested. Alright. So I'm gonna say max speed and attack and special attack. I don't know what that's gonna do in the back, but hey, you are faster than me with triage. Comfey, calm mindset. Energy Ball is a 35 to 41. Thunderbolt is the same. I cannot click Thunderbolt because of him in the back. But I think we can click Energy Ball pretty much for free here. I can pivot. So the thing is, I need to get boosted somehow. And that's going to have to be on like Thunderous or something. Which is scary. We can Energy Ball. Does Thunderous get alluring? Thunderous get alluring? Alluring voice. I don't see it. But in max attack, modest invested. It's probably meant to chip at Mad Eye. How fast do I have to be choice? Choice Scarf Thunderous. That's obviously what it's here for. Thunder Therian. I love how I have to type in Therian because it doesn't just do it. Swap Volt Switch for U-turn. He does have Focus Blast, most likely for my Roaring Moon. I have to be if I'm +1, I outs with Scarf. Choice Scarf. With +1 speed, I outspeed the Thunderous. So I need to get in before Therian comes in, or I need to Scale Shot on the switch in. So we need to play a little bit slow. We should take our we need to deal with this should be a switch into Mad Max. I need to preserve sorry guys. Oh, it's gonna pick back up, that's fine. That's interesting. Yeah, this is a big moment too. I need to get out to Max. That's the easiest play ever. Because Max needs to A, set the sun, 1 to stop the Ogerpon, and 2, the sun. He can. This config gets defogged, doesn't it? Config gets defogged, doesn't it? I'm like 82% sure. Which is huge if it does. TM. Does it get defog? A lot of things meant to. He might be. It might be Tailwind. It might straight up be Tailwind. I can't KO it. That's the calc is I can't KO it here. It's at 48. I'd have to crit. The best play I think is to go Max and get the switch in. So if I need to keep rocks on the field for Therian. I need to keep Woodsman around for Ogerpon. Although I think right now Mad Max can deal with it, but even having having Cleavor around is gonna guarantee the KO on Thunderous. So even if it comes down to a 1-0, we still should win that way. We just have to do a Great Tusk, and it's getting rid of this thing that stops me right now. So I didn't see defog on your moveset. I'm gonna have to click Volt Switch here. I don't want to do anything else. I kind of want to just click Energy Ball or Terra Blast on the case that Great Tusk does come in. But I think I'm just going to switch. He's going to Draining Kiss for priority. That's doing 33%. We put Chalk you down to 35. All right, it's doing 33%, which means you're modest. Or you're invested. Your special attack invested. Did 33%. You have to be max attack. Yeah, it's got to be max. This is easily Munch. So max invested, max special attack, Comfey. What do we see with damage? Volt Switch did 35%. Volt Switch did 35%, which is high, which means you're not defensive at all. You're likely speed calced. Yeah, it has to be no defense. No def. No HP, I should say. Hype for the Munchlax. Yeah, me too. What's the Munchlax gonna do here? Body Slam? Yeah, that's a good idea. Honestly, great idea. How's Munch deal with Comfey? That's really what you gotta deal with if it's max. We gotta know it's max mod. Max mod. That's 12%. This is Ogerpon or this is probably Great Tusk. Great Tusk offensive. Do we KO? Does CC KO? CC does KO. So I have to click Sunny Day here. I think we click Sunny Day here. I can... The alternative is Body... I gotta have the attack boost. I have 5 turns to get Moon in. That's not gonna work. It's the Comfey, if it's max. Modest. If it's max and modest, that doesn't KO Roaring Moon. But it does do 74%, and I have to... If I have the Sun boost, though, I can't KO it. I can't lose... I can't... Yeah. I can't yet. I can't proc that yet. This is a pain. He knows this is the way to beat... He has everything to beat Roaring Moon right now. I can big boy Roaring Moon right now. I can... That would be kind of nuts. Because he sees that it does... Jeez. He sees that it... Is there any shot he clicks Draining Kiss right here? It does 9%. It does 9%. Does he click it? I need the speed boost for Thunderous. We gotta think through turns here. So if I Sunny Day this turn, he switches to Great Tusk. Great Tusk kills me next turn. Most likely. Or Great Tusk Rapid Spins, honestly. I can switch to Pressure. So if I get a worst case, so he stays in, that would kill Smiley. It's that he can't. There's no shot he stays in. It has to be a switch to Great Tusk here, or it has to be a switch to Thunderous. I doubt he brings in Ogerpon. If I switch into Smiley, the issue is I have to take a U-turn, which is fine. No, it's not. I have to take a U-turn with Cleavor, and then does Cleavor beat Comfey? That's a really good question. Can Cleavor beat Comfey? Can Cleavor beat Comfey? Oh, mod. Cleavor, it hits for half, but he's gonna recover 25. Yeah, we do beat Comfey one-on-one with Cleavor. He can see Gunk Shot. I have to trust. I'm trusting my gut here. This might be the wrong play. I was the wrong play. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, the Draining Kiss is coming out. Back in the max. Sweet. Alright. Alright. So that didn't work. Do I dare do it again? Do I dare do it again? Do I dare do it again? Smiley on 2 is big, which Leech Seed. So it's probably only move is Terra. The Comfey does have Terra, doesn't it? No. Oh, his Terra user is dead. His only Terra user is dead. So there's no Terra at this point in time. He can Draining Kiss for 9%. Max deals with that. The problem is I need Max to at least be alive to click Sunny Day. I do not 1v1 the Moana to the point where we can do anything about that. I need this thing dead. I'm surprised it's staying in. So he also could be in the same boat where it's like, do I Leech Seed again? Which would kill Smiley. Which does get us a free switch into Cleavor to do some work. Cleavor Stone Axe is 65. I have to Stone Axe. But I need to keep it alive. So, yeah, this is tough. That was a good read for him. Good play for him. Good stay in. I kind of want to body slam. I think I made the right play there. That is 9.7%. How does it do that much? Much less? Oh. It's fine. Mild's fine. That means he's not max. At least he's not invested. He might not be special attack. He might be timid. He's probably timid. He is timid. Still does not do 9.7. It does. It does. That's literally lowest roll. 9.7. It's a body slam for 33%. I think it's good. I just don't want to. I just don't want it to be Great Tusk. I feel like he's not going to switch to Great Tusk. We got a body slam this time. Okay. Para, big para. Yeah. All right. Well, he's maybe trying to get a free switch here. Oh. I kill the Moana next turn. The Tusk, though, with the boost. I'm gonna have to deal with Great Tusk with a boost. And that might be detrimental. I really need to know what kind of Great Tusk this is. It's definitely, he could be speed. He's probably booster on energy speed anyway, which is just the case. So even clicking Sunny Day right now might not be a bad idea. If I click it, I can with Leech Seed. Let me put Leech Seed on this. Leech Seed, Draining Kiss, with recovery. I forget what Leech Seed done. What this 1/16. Leech Seed did. He's got bigger. He's Big Root, I think. We didn't see leftovers, so that's definitely Big Root. Draining Kiss, yeah, definitely is Big Root. You can hide that a little bit. Leech Seed, Big Root, did. So if I was at 9.7, that would proc at like what that would show up as at 90. So we did 12% with Leech Seed. 12% with Leech Seed. So if he gets back 15% and then 12%, that puts him at 25, but we still KO, I think. Because Body Slam did 60. We do it. Knockoff, that's not great. Alright, I'm off. I'm knocked off. He's not KOing, but he's doing 22% now. But I do KO with Body Slam, so we have to click it now. It's on Munch. We have to click Body Slam now. I have to KO here. Munch get a kill. Munch get a kill. Give Munch a kill. Give Munch a kill. Okay, Munch got it. No, he lives. Para. Crit. Para. I got a low roll. Alright. That he hits me for 14. 8. Yeah, he hits me for 17 max. I can live one. He gets back 22. Which KOs. So he's dead. Best case scenario, actually, yeah, best case scenario, he lets me kill this thing. He probably will not. Para, Great Tusk. Proto. Para. Oh, I needed that Para big time. Lefty's Dawn Pan. Okay. Lefty's Dawn Fan. That's good. It's good to know. My Confe answer's out the window. Need body. Para. He's stalling Sun turns. Yeah, I lose my switch in. I don't have. Yeah. Alright, well, I have a sack. That's my attack boost gone. +1 doesn't matter if you're gonna kill me. So I think that's it. I'm gonna give him a 4-0. Close combat kills. Without the boost. On Donphan, I'm doing 42. The Confe kills. Cleaver air slash win this. Air slash is 14%. This Cleaver's. I don't think we win, which is really annoying. I didn't have a good matchup this week, honestly. That's true. We got rid of his defensive walls, but the Ogerpon being in the back still is a pain. The 2 mons that he has, beating Roaring Moon, is a pain. Smiley's dead on switch in, so it doesn't matter what happens there. I can go for flinches. It's 35%, but he's got leftovers and he's +1 speed. He is speed invested. Oh, that's Sun. So, and I'm gonna take 25 the stealth rocks, right? Because I'm a bug type. No, I'm gonna take 12%. So I can eat one of his hits. Maybe he's got CC. He's gotta have CC. Yeah, CC kills almost. Remember when I said Roaring needs to do something this match? Yeah, it did, but it literally shut down. Speed, the double speed is not what I need. I need Tailwind on Cleaver right now, and I need Psychic Terrain, which doesn't matter anyway because I'm a flying type. Because I can't beat Confe without Cleaver. I can't beat Donphan and Orcapron without. I need Cleaver. Cleaver's the win con here. I don't know how. But I'm gonna have to take the. All right, show me what you got, Roaring Moon. Scale shot is hitting for 42%. Close combat is a guaranteed KO. It's not bulky. It's probably not offensive. That rapid spin did no. Yeah, he didn't even hit me, so I have no idea what the set is. I just think he's bulky. I come in, I can knock off for 13. Gets rid of that. Minus, what does -1 look like for you? It's 52. Can I get him to half? No. I can 5-hit scale shot. Is there a shot in the world that I live CC? No. No. No, there's not. Alright, we have to do it. I gotta click Moon. +1 speed. He might be faster than me even right now. I'm gonna get 9s. Give me the 10. Alright, got him to 50. Here's my speed. It's rapid spin. Okay, that's huge. That's huge. So I got the speed boost. Now I'm definitely faster. I'm guaranteed to be faster. You're showing me a defensive. That's huge. Scale shot. Each hit. Let me see what one hit does. One hit. Can I see one? Can I see 2 and then we'll half it? 2 is doing anywhere from 16. So he's not super defensive. He's offensive. He's got to be max attack, max We did see Photosynthesis proc with attack, so he does have more attack than defense, which means he's probably max HP, max attack. Scale Shot at that point does 2 does 9 apiece. Yeah, that's about right. Even if I have to crit one of them, that's the only solution. I can knock off. I think we Scale Shot again. If I miss though. But that's a 55 acro that does 27%. Which puts him in Air Slash range, and then I can switch out. Please don't miss. Thank you. Please crit. One of them crit. No, I only got 4 that time too. Speeds up twice. I'm dead. I'm Dark and Dragon. Okay. Alright, that's a dead. Cleaver comes back in, takes 25 to rocks. I Air Slash. Right? He's not -1. He's neutral. It does 20. It does enough. I have to Air Slash. Rapid Spin makes him faster. That's fine. Air Slash kills. Air Slash Cleaver for the win. Alright, the question now. So we sack. Do we sack here? We have to sack here. Right? Thunderous Therian. What does he do, though? I mean, I think he kills me regardless. But we know he's Troy. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. Wait, Scarf. Yeah, everything is 20. Yeah, he kills. Honestly, might be worth not to switch out. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's. Yeah, we're dead. He just clicks Thunderbolt, right? Yeah. Well, we gotta do it anyway. Electro dice to rocks. Yeah, we're dead. GG. Alright, well, yeah, I gotta... That's an unfortunate match again. I've lost all 3 matches on screen, which is really annoying to me. That was a good match, good prep. The Scarf was definitely the big play there for Thunderous. Unfortunately, I'm honestly being beat by Scarfs, which is really annoying. Yeah, I had no way to really win that fight. I didn't even get to see the Ogre Pawn. We did bring the differential down by the Air Slash, so it's on a 4-0. We got a 3-0, which is really bad for me for stats. I'm not happy about that at all. I don't think we played really bad at all. The only thing I would have done differently is somehow get knockoff on Thunderous. That would have been the only thing different, but... And maybe had to deal with leftovers on... He had 3 Mons with leftovers. Yeah, this is a really defensive team, and unfortunately my team is very weak. And I'm like looking at the Roaring Moon and Cleavor, and I'm like saying this team is weak. It's weak because they don't do enough damage. That's the problem. Like without that Sun Boost, if I have that Sun Boost, we killed Great Tusk earlier, but the Sun Stall was massive to shut that down, so he played that well. He played that well. I maybe shouldn't have shown it too early, but I really needed to get it out. So yeah, the misplay was definitely showing the Sun. If I had the boost, which is good to know also that once the Sun goes away, the boost is also gone. At least that's what it showed. Yeah. So, unfortunately, yeah, that's the problem with Roaring Moon. It's just not... You gotta speed or attack, you take your pick. You're not getting both. But yeah, good plays to Clockwork. Much appreciated. Thanks for the battle. I didn't expect to win this one. I thought we had an okay strategy. Really was trying to play around that Great Tusk and that Comfey. But again, I don't have a good option for Comfey. I did almost bring Registeel instead of Munchlax. But Triage is a stupid ability that's broken. I can't. It's a broken ability, man. I hate fighting Comfey. So the GGs will take a 3-0 loss, which should put us at -2. or -1. Well, I don't remember which one, but 1 and 2, not great. I think we have I just want an easier match. Thanks, that'd be great. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to like button, subscribe to the channel for more. I will catch you next week for the next battle, where we'll probably lose again, because that's how this works. I'm gonna watch this back to see if Clockwork cheated at all, because you know that's the only way I can win. Not to say anything bad against Clockwork, but apparently it's the only way I win these matches. Yeah, so we need to do some thinking. I might do some. I still have 2 more transactions, so I might do some transactions. I'm just not liking how this team's working, and obviously something's not working. So that'll be that. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Check out the links in the description. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Discord, Twitch, and I have another YouTube channel, Invisible Corporations, you can follow as well. Like and subscribe. Join the channel for more. I'll see you next time. Till then, my name's Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe, and as always, burn it up.